Hi guys, how are you? Okay, so I wanted to do a reading. So I saged and gave up off camera, grounded out with some cinnamon, and said thank you to the universe for bringing this. So guides of the collective, for anybody who watches this message in any time-space continuum, whether it be now to a year from now, a week from now, month from now, whenever in the time continuum, whenever they are seeing this. What messages do we have, guides? What messages? So, okay. What messages do you have for the collective that may be reading or trying to resonate with a message that this message is for them? What can you tell me? What message? So we have the the King of Chalices. So this King of Cups, I really feel like in this instance, there is a lot of heartfelt heart. I'm really seeing someone with a really big heart. And in this heart, I really feel like this person may be trying to soul search to basically make the heart's desire or make it, manifest it, alchemize it. So I'm really seeing that some people are having maybe a heart-to-heart, or they're basically trying to find answers to questions that they may have, right? But I'm also hearing that sometimes with the Hermit and the Magician here present, because of these are two very strong cards and it's backed up by heavy emotions, because I really get heavy emotions in this, that I really feel like the saying, the sun doesn't shine. See, the sun doesn't shine. And guess what? Look, boom, we have the Queen of Cups. So the fact that this person is really looking for their divine counterpart. So I'm seeing divine love. Like, people are really trying to look to spirit to find the answers to things that they're soul searching. You know what I mean? I really feel like they're soul searching in the eyes of, I'm seeing this an emotional connection, and it's a very nurturing one, and it's very emotionally compatible. So because of the fact that we look, and then the Eight of Cups, but there is a lot of decision and imagination here, and I really feel like a lot of some, people, they may be having questions about this emotion, whether it's balancing the male and the feminine aspect of this energy and these emotions, is to be like, how do I pursue this? How do I, do this? So a lot of you are searching for yourself in these people. In reality, it's like you need to be searching for yourself in yourself instead of on the outside. Because it's like when you search outside for different aspects of yourself, sometimes we look at emotions and things, but I'm really saying that there's a lot of hidden things. Because of this High Priestess energy, I really feel like maybe someone is tapping into seeing things exactly how they want to see things. Alright, so I just want to clarify what is going on with this. I do want to say someone is lying about emotions, because I really feel like with the High Priestess is talking about getting into intuitive subconsciousness, right? So maybe your subconscious is like telling you exactly what your emotions they want to hear, or what you want to hear based on your emotions, even though it's not necessarily the truth. So the Hermit is like, now you're introspecting because you're trying to figure out if it's true or not. And with this Empress energy, it's like you need to remain in this even balance, because what you create is you co-create reality. So if you're already emotional as it is, which is a heavy, very emotional, thing, it's like, don't run the mallet on just hot emotion. You know what I mean? Because of this, there's a bit of a tendency to attract things that are not you, because I'm seeing that someone is like sending out to someone, right? And they're trying to create, with this Empress, they're trying to basically create this reality, right? And so I'm really hearing like in a passionate frenzy because of their emotions running hot. They've created a lot of secrets and illusions. So someone's imagination is at play. I'm hearing that there's way more imagination at stake. But I really do feel for some of you like it's in terms of finding that love of self and rebalancing and learning how to create. For a select few of you that say you have had your partner, your spouse, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, whatever, or you're not even labeling it, because of the cups, the King and the Queen of Cups, because it's a heavy emotion, and yes, it's a business. I'm hearing that you could be creating a business, but you need to see it through on a realistic scale, because if you base it off of emotions and it's just a want at this point, then that's all it's ever going to be. So I'm really hearing that if you're trying to manifest, say, this baby, this project, or this love, or something, I'm really saying that because there is separation between the cards at the end, the King and the Queen were at separate ends. So some of you may be at odds with each other because of your emotions. So there could be a little bit of a divide. I want to tell you that. What is going on in this collective? Okay. So these cards, it's called the Cemetery deck by Natalie Wood, and I found her on Etsy. So anyways, these cards there are 12 cards in this set, but there are 6 meanings to the cards. So altogether it like equivalents out like a 72 card deck, right? All right. So the first card to come up it says, get things in writing, ask for evidence, now is not the time to take chances. But I'm also, because of this being super kind of close to this again, I'm kind of feeling like someone could be saying something to you, or they are telling you one thing and not following through. So sometimes you have to get the actual concrete proof and actually make it tangible, because I'm seeing that sometimes that has to happen. Like, sometimes it's better to protect yourself now than it is, later, because it's like now it's like you crossed your T's and you dotted your I's, if that makes any sense. And I really feel like a lot of you need this. I'm also hearing for some of you that are thinking about getting married, I'm hearing prenup, basically, and it's not always talking about protecting yourself through monetary means. This is also saying, like, your community property. So say someone has $80,000 in student loan, and then someone else has, say, $5,000 in credit card debt. Would you rather be paying literally almost your whatever type of loan, your half of your loan, versus paying almost 40 something thousand on someone else's loan? You know what I mean? Added up on interest. So this is also saying if you have kids, do not make an emotional decision to have kids, because I'm hearing some of you are going to find that being at odds is actually going to cause you to be separate even more. We have 5. It says this isn't as how it needs to be. Nothing will last forever. So I really feel like in these 2 cards, sometimes it doesn't have to be like that. There is love here, and I'm sensing that you were trying to do it, but it's like, don't do it from a place of lack. Don't allow yourself to be feeling like you can't get things done because this is not how it's supposed to be, because it's like naturally things have to take course the way it is supposed to be instead of how you want it to be, Because we as a human society, when we don't get, it's like throwing a kid a temper tantrum. And it's like, well, I wanted this and I didn't get it, so maybe you'll pacify me by getting it. It's not going to do anything. Okay. It says someone or something works against you. Protect yourself. So this could be someone's casting the evil eye, or basically someone is just trying to sabotage you. Someone may not just like you. So, okay. Or maybe like someone's trying to trap you. Okay. So with this working against, what is working against? So we have the 2. So this could be someone who is trying to basically sell you something, or trying to basically game you a situation, trying to manipulate it. It's like where they say the odds, but they're trying to basically cast themselves an illusion in shadow. And so they hope that you're defenseless. They hope that you're not going to fight back. They hope that you're just going to give in instead of just, like I said, someone could be having a manipulative partner, or this is someone around you or in your family. Look, because we have this is unstable. This is uncertainty. This is someone who is not put together. This is someone who's literally, for some of you, it's an emotional tactic. They'll basically gaslight you in an emotional way to basically get financial things from you. So some of you may be having some sugar babies or whatnot. So they think that they're cunning, right? Because we have the Knave of Swords, which is the page in normal tarot. This is someone who is like naive. This is someone who thinks, oh, I can get away with something like this. In reality, it's like they don't know what the fuck they're doing. You know what I mean? Or who they're dealing with. Because I'm hearing that like the universe has got your back. Basically just keep everything that you need to do. And I'm also hearing that if you allow certain things to happen, you are basically needing to rebirth yourself. This person, I'm hearing, okay, for some of you in this circumstance, whoever this resonates with, someone may have actually recently got out of an incarceration or a probation or whatnot, but they're going to try to sell you something that it sounds too good to be true, and your intuition is saying, yeah, like, trust your gut instinct, because you know better. Because this is the Death card. Because this is in reverse, it's like a blockage. This person has failed to grow, or this person has failed to transition. Like failure to launch, I guess, like wherever that resides for. Yeah, I'm seeing the movie Failure to Launch with Matthew McConaughey. So some of you, like with this transition that has yet to come through, for this is like a different thing. So for some of you, you may be holding on to something way too tight, or you've accumulated something that you don't need. Because in this instance, I don't know why, but like this person, I'm seeing a person in my head that with this Four of Pentacles, this is talking about like someone like walking into a meat closet. First, I don't know why, but it's like a meat closet at a butcher shop. And for those, this is just a loose interpretation, basically. And this is how it came out when it said meat closet. It was like, I saw someone open like a giant closet that's like a freezer, basically, right? But it's like hidden away, and they're like walking it, and then there's like a whole bunch of this meat that this person has accumulated, right? And it was like, oh, I've spent like thousands of dollars doing this, right, for my family, but we don't eat this stuff, so either I'm gonna get rid of it, I'm gonna donate it, I'm gonna give it away, or I'm gonna sell it to someone, like that's what it's saying. There's just things that it's not, there's just, I'm saying resource hoarding. That's basically what I'm getting at. They're hoarding their resources, and I'm just scratching my head. What is this hoarding? What is this hoarding? Some of you are hoarding ideas, resources, collaborations. You're withholding is what I'm seeing. And what I really feel like is like you're blocking something. Like people, Like, okay, this is what I'm seeing, okay? Like, imagine there's, like, a gate right here, right? Or a person's, like, out here going, like, no, stop. And there's, like, a person behind them, right? And, like, two people are coming forward, right? Or this path is, like, divulging. And this person's, like, blocking it off to be, like, this is mine, as a, like, a possession. So some of you are, like, possessing something or someone. And you're not letting them breathe. I'm hearing choking. Like, you're wasting all your time and energy into something when you could be putting it elsewhere. And this is also saying, like, some of you are so stuck on an idea or like a business venture that's not making you guys money, and you know it's not, but you're like, oh, you know, it's gonna happen, I have faith, da da da. In reality, it's like a fool's dream, you know what I mean? And some of you, it's a person. It's an emotionally very manipulative person. This person is just like out in public, basically on social media, they brag about being a boss. In reality, it's just like everything that they have has been given to them, or it's actually like rented. You know what I mean? Like, they're not doing big shit, they're juggling. So some of you need to make a decision, because it's not getting you anywhere. Like, it's actually hurting you more, and it makes you feel like, well, why am I doing this? Right? And for some of you, it's family. It could be your partner, it could be your spouse. But in reality, it's like this 4 is like you need to open up and transcend your ideas of what is family, what is union, what is partnership, because it's like you need to keep an eye on other things in reality, because it's like you're just focused on here. You're seeing the blinders, and you're not actually seeing the whole world out here. Because I'm seeing for some of you who embark on this journey, whether this is travel or moving or changing up, some of you are, I'm just moving on, moving away, right? Because it's like you're transitioning to another part of yourself, and you're rising above, and you know that you can't be put in one position for too long. So for some of you, this could actually mean like you may be moving away because of a job or something. So this is saying for those who are looking for a job, just sit tight. You're gonna get a phone call within the next 3 days to a week, for whoever this resonates with. Okay. Can you plug me deeper into the actual people who will watch this, whether it's now or later, not just for love, business, health, any type of thing? Will you actually plug me into what is like the broader network, what is going on in a spiritual aspect, so they can understand the physical presence, please? So, okay, some of you have been having dreams, and this is how spirit has been talking to you. For some of you, you actually may be in contact with a deceased loved one. And that's also saying, for some of you, I really get the feeling like there is an instance where you have yet to let go of something in the past from your childhood wound, where this is like fear. And you could be seeing things play out in a dream reality or a dream state. For some of you, because this is the year of the lover, it's the 6th year, which is talking about transition and expansion. It's not just love, you know, self-love, radical self-love and care, or, you know, divine counterpart reunions, because that's happening this year. You know, it's a lot of us are being active when we'll find our either your twin or your soulmate, whatever you believe in. I really feel like a lot of you that are single or you are committed, you will take a higher level of commitment. Oh, my stomach just kind of started hurting. And for some of you, like, you will just basically swear it off and actually focus on yourself and your healing. Yeah, because look, this is happiness. This is cycles completing, and this is finding your home, your value, your goal completion. So some of you are working towards things, and, you know, mental clarity is what you need. You know, it's like when you have an idea, you stick to it and you pursue it. So it's like, I'm hearing stick to a plan. So it's like, if you're gonna say start a business this year, right, selling something on Etsy. Okay, let's go there. Selling something on Etsy. If you plan to do it, as actually stick to like your product. What are you gonna sell? What is your market range? What is the age range? Who are you selling to specifically? And what are you, like, what is your product doing? Like, how are you moving your product? You know, what is in your product? What do you know is what people want? Are you just riding a trend? Or is it something you actually believe in and you use? It's not something that's a gimmick, you know what I mean? It's not something that's going to make you quick money. This is something that you have invested in for a while to understand what is going on. Okay, so a lot of it has to do with healing. So I'm really seeing someone is just, they're tired of the same old stuck routine. They're tired of constantly getting the bottom of the barrel. Like, they are just like, all the apples in the barrel are rotten. When reality, it's like, it's only 2 of them that, you know, has caused mold, you know, that could have been taken out a long time ago, but they just left them there to be like, oh, you know, they're fine, they're fine, they're fine. So I really feel like looks can be deceiving because of the fact that a lot of you are not calling bullshit and calling a bluff. For some of you that I'm really seeing on a spiritual level right now, sometimes the things that you want are being presented into your dreams. And I really feel like for some of you that are trying to manifest, say, a new home or a new house, right? Like, spirit is using a circumstance because you're not seeming to, like, basically get the message, or you're feeling like overdrawn, or you're just like, like, all the resources are just taken. They're not like, the universe is sending you dreams or sending you like shit on social media or the internet, whatever, and or through people or circumstances, whatever, signs, we'll just say signs and synchronicities, where you may not be paying attention, but you'll be like, oh, thanks, you know, and it's like vague, right? So in the dream sense, they're playing out what is going on, and some of you are mistaking it for fears. In reality, some of it is actually true and valid. So I want to tell you, like, pay really close attention right now to what you were dreaming for the next, like, month to month and a half, because, like, your dreams are not lying to you. Like, you're not saying exactly what you want to see, or your subconscious is gaming you. With this 6 of Pentacles, at the very bottom, I have the 7 too. And the Empress, Ace of Swords, the Fool, the 5, we have the Queen of Cups reversed, and then we have the King of Wands upright. Okay, let's start with the 6 and 7 of Pentacles, and then we'll work our way around this. So with this materialization, for some of you, the divine feminine, or a person in general, some of you may be having problems with your mom. So with this 6 and 7 of Pentacles, I really see someone is trying to make something work, and some of you are just, I'm just getting stuck energy. It's like blocked. I don't know why. It's like 6, 7, like stand up, you know, fall down 6, stand up 7. And it's just a repeated thing. It's like, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? Right? So, and a lot of it is causing you to act premature. In reality, it's just like, you know that no matter what you do, like this mother figure or this essence, this is just, you're not gonna get it. They don't get it. And it's just like, a lot of you are super hard on yourself because of this. And like, there's just something about this mental conflict. It's causing you mental conflict. Either this is, you know, you have conflict with a child's father, your spouse, a sibling, a very fiery individual. I really feel like this. Okay, let's understand the situation. What is going on in the situation with this feminine aspect and this King of Wands? What is going on in that situation? I really feel like there's unreasonable expectations that have been put on, and it's like past. So like, some of you may be crying at night, and your, you know, significant other is trying to comfort you, or like you're at odds with, you know, this feminine figure because of the fact of this. Like, there is a manipulation at this point, but there is movement in this, and there is collaboration, you know, and celebration through it. So I really see like there is victory, but however, this 7 is like, it's a challenge. I'm really hearing like someone is goading you to basically do something that keeps you in a negative mindset. It keeps you wanting to stab in the dark. It keeps you wanting to be in signs of microaggression. And so with this toxic behavior, it's, again, toxic behavior because it's a learned behavior, and it's like you're going to be established in something that doesn't do, and it's just like you're going to be following the leader instead of actually sitting back and just being like, I take my time away. I don't show you attention. I don't show you that, because it's like, I know that what you're doing, I see what you're doing, and it's not okay with me. And it's just like saying that, just my stomach does not feel good. And it's not because I'm like sitting here. So this Queen of Swords, you have mental clarity coming through for those who need a clarity of a situation. So for some of you, this is your form of abundance and happiness, and you're just waiting for the opportunity, right? So it's like, don't let the opportunity pass you by. Don't let it let you like box you in, and don't let it like steal your happiness away, you know, because it's like the moment you get it, like some of you feel unworthy of it. Or some of you feel like there's signs that you're just like, what do I do? What do I do? And then again, we have the 10 of Wands. So this is saying stop letting things become a burden to you and stop juggling them, because they're not meant for you to be juggling. This clarity is giving you peace of mind. And in reality, it's like, do you even want it? Because some of you just, even though you're asking for clarity and for clarity of that situation, Spirit is giving it to you, but you want it clarified by someone else out of the devil's mouth, is what I'm saying. But in reality, it's like your guides are just being like, whatever. So for some of you who are asking for clarity on a situation or a subject, I'm really seeing like for some of you who have split against and they're moving away from someone, you need to honor yourself. Because when you honor yourself and you like pull yourself out of hiding, like some of you are just hiding because you're tired of hurting. You're tired of feeling like this. I want to see reconciliation. So this is for some of you who have situations where you want something so bad. It's going to happen. It's just going to take time. But it's like you can't hide from it because it's meant to happen in divine timing. So look, here's an insight. So this is saying pay attention to your dreams, your synchronicities, the enlightenment. So some of you are using your intuition, you're tapping in, you're asking Spirit to reveal things, right? Because we have guides, and your guides are telling you that there is jealousy in the matter, or you feel jealousy in the matter, or you feel something that just doesn't make sense. But it's not towards you. I really feel like someone's a sharpshooter. They're just basically trigger happy, so they'll push like whatever it is. So this could be that, distorted, envious person that's trying to keep you stabbed in the dark. They could be jealous. In reality, it's just like you're doing you. Like you don't have time for this. I'm also hearing stop wasting your time dealing with people that you want, but they make no sign, right? I'm hearing wanting because there is a soul connection coming through. So some of you may be like wanting to do this, but however, with this card right here, because it's a reversal, some of you are just like waiting for something to happen and you expect it to happen with someone, and it's like it's not pushing you. So it's like you're jealous of someone else, and your inside is telling you like, hey, step back, because it's like this is not you. This is not meant for you, right? So it's like just forgive yourself. Because like I said, you're paying attention to synchronicity, because at this, look, I'm not saying for some of you that have a twin flame or a soulmate, counterpart, whatever, divine lover of your soul, this is saying setting the tone to light in, to bring in change. A lot of you could be dealing with a twin flame because of this soul connection, or wanting this, or wanting a twin flame. I don't know. With this twin flame, what exactly is this wanting? Or do you feel like some of you are like jealous of this, person that may be with your twin flame, or what? Like you're searching, and yet because of this hiding, it's like soul searching, but you're not seeing things, and it's like you're playing a dangerous game right now. Because it's like you're co-creating your reality, and it's like, so everything that's happening outside of you is a reflection of what is happening, right? So if you have a reflection of being suppressed emotionally or mentally, like, you are always going to feel like nothing is ever going to be here. So this is like, you need to bring balance and stability. You need to focus on you and bring that back. You need to make a choice. Do you go or do you stay? Because it's like, these doors are starting to be unlocked. But I want to tell you, whatever you choose sometimes isn't always the best. You can make the best decision of your life by never looking back, or just simply choosing to walk away, because you know that there's better out there. For some of you that are choosing to meet again or choosing to go out, I'm telling you, like, you are being guided, the fifth dimension, to meet your, you know, your divine, right? That divine feminine, or that divine self, a female specifically. And this is saying, like, this is stolen opportunity. Like, the divine feminine, it's like, I'm hearing someone's about to get wiped up. Like, literally, that's what I'm hearing. So it's like, be present in the moment and allow yourself, don't like overestimate everything. Don't allow yourself to overanalyze everything. Don't allow yourself to, see, divine intervention. Some of you, like, are being forced to move at a higher instance. So with this resonance, what exactly are we resonating with? So in order for you to resonate in the fifth dimension and have divine intervention happen here, to the meeting, to the present with this divine feminine, divine union, resonance. You need to resonate with your divine union in the fifth and bring it into the present moment. Because a lot of you are shattered. You don't know what the hell you're doing. You're very chaotic right now. Energy is very chaotic. And it's like, just have grace and allow yourself, honor yourself. Honor yourself by saying, you know what? I honor myself. I honor so you can have a new beginning. And it's like, boom, the insight in this new beginning is ascension. In order for you to ascend, you have to let things out. You need to cleanse and detox. And you need to forgive. So this could also be like, you need to forgive yourself or give other people. Like, a lot of you that have these wounds, right? I'm really feeling like some of you have these wounds from like past partners that you have to forgive, because it's like you're putting these wounds on your partner. In reality, it's like, it's a reflection of you. So basically, with this reflection of you, a lot of you are creating environments like engagement. So some of you could be getting engaged. Some of you could be dealing with someone who is engaged. We have, this could be the one, and then true love. So this could be your true love, and it could be escalating very quickly with this divine union. See, but in order for this to happen, to get your true love, you have to heal things. You have to heal matters with your family. You have to be able to flirt, be playful, and forgive, because it's like, oh yeah, and I wanted to tell you, okay, so don't be caught up in the twin flame, the spiritual nonsense, or what is going on in the spiritual, because honestly, it's, a lot of people get caught up in spiritual aspects that they forget to notice that their soul is a completely different entity from their own personal self. Your actual conscious and subconscious are different, you know, entities altogether. They're basically in a system that is designed to help you progress, right? But sometimes we as a conscious limit our subconscious, so that in return our subconscious limits and constrains our actual like higher selves, right? Our oversouls. So with this being said, this religious factor is like, pay no mind. Like, just know that whatever is coming for you is meant to be coming for you, because of the fact that you signed on for this. You have everything. See, we have romantic feelings. It says your feelings are real and worth experiencing. It says keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual expectations. And then it says get to know each other. So it's like, give this person a chance, right? And for some of you, there again, we're seeing a lot of it could be healing someone from your past. So this could also be like a family friend, someone who did you wrong. You know, we are in that Venus year where some people are just going to return to us because of the fact that they are meant to maybe either apologize or give you a message. You don't have to allow them. Ultimately, it's your choice, right? It says self-respect, love, and pride. So some of you have to set boundaries, to know that you have a lot of self-love and respect for yourself, to not put yourself in a situation where everything is always your fault, right? Because enough said. You're dealing with that, and it makes you feel defeated. So have self-love and respect for yourself to not to put yourself into that situation. Because a lot of you, if you deal with this self-defeat, you're draining your own energy. You're allowing other people to drain yourself. In reality, it's just like, choose love. Choose love. Because dealing with split personalities and making people feel like you're crazy is going to silence yourself, and it's going to heal. It's going to hurt you, and it's going to cause you even more. So it's like, remember, you have strength in yourself, right? Small things happen in big packages, right? Even though it's the other way around, it says big things happen, come in small packages, right? Big things are in the work for you. However, the way you see yourself internally is how people will see you on the outside. So just because people think you have it together and you don't, it is manipulation at its finest. So be your authentic self, because, look, it's like when you be yourself authentically, you strive for freedom. You strive, right? And I'm really hearing this, angel baby. Some of you that are dealing with a divine counterpart of any kind, or a divine lover in this case for this year, some of you could be getting pregnant, or some of you may have lost a baby recently. And I want to tell you, for those who are trying to get pregnant, give it time. Like, mourn yourself and give it time. Because look, shining in the light. So it's like, own your light and allow yourself to be free, right? So you have third eye intuition, and trust your intuition and trust that your angel baby is guiding you, right? So it says the unknown mystery is when you're in your light, life is a mystery, right? So your third eye is going to, travel with you, right? So we have juggling and balancing. So this unknown makes you feel kind of like, boom. So this juggling needs to stop, because there is growth. So it's like, are you going to find balance, or are you going to grow? Are you going to juggle and hold yourself back? What is your intuition telling you? So it's like, trust yourself in that moment. What messages can you give to the collective that this will resonate with every one of them? We have soul searching. We have rising from the ashes. We have a twin flame union. We have divine counterparts, guys. Divine counterparts. But a lot of you are dealing with inner demons and wounds, and you're unlocking the secret. You are soul searching and you are rising. In order for you to accept your counterpart, you have to slay your inner demons, right? You need silence. Like, you need to open space for, even if you don't know your other half or your other person per se, the other soul part of you, because it's like you are a whole. Just don't silence them, right? That's what I'm hearing, right? Don't go crazy. Don't just be like, oh, it's all on me, it's never this, da, right? So you have recovery, right? And so it's like, just find the innocence and the purity. So I'm really feeling like the inner child needs to come through, and for mother guidance, this could be ancestral, or talking to your mom, right? Because we have raised vibration, and with the inner feminine. So some of you need to do some healing, and guys, look, so for some of you, this divine feminine and this motherly figure may be actually incarnated as your mother or something, if you don't find a divine counterpart, or this could be like a best friend. Anyways, this feminine energy is a past life. Like, there is a past life love. And it says, don't allow this past life love to keep you stagnated, because this is not what it's meant for. So I just want to get a quick message from Kali. So Kali, this deck, right? The Kali Oracle, there is something. So this is not intended to be cultural appropriation. This is just maybe something that, on a diviner aspect, this is something that we may not see. So I'm going to ask universe, Kali, what messages can you grant the collective inside your inner wisdom? The wisdom of all. Thank you. Okay. I know there's a lot of abundance coming through, and so some of you need to create a ritual space to heal and to offer up. I want to tell you, you are divinely protected, right? So with this ancestral past life or this divine feminine, this energy is very protective. So you may actually have a feminine guide or a spirit that is protecting you and guiding you. And I'm being told to tell you to trust that, because this guide is not doing this. For some of you, there is a connection that did not happen. And I want to tell you, like, because it was going to drain you or it was going to keep you stuck in that pattern. In this card specifically, it's not like a ritual space. It's like acknowledgement. It's like to acknowledge the fact that it was protected. Like you were protected from this person or this connection, whatever it may be, whether a job, a child, a situation, something that was taken from you that you feel angry about, like feeling like a child throwing a temper tantrum. You were meant to be protected, but I also want to see someone is, I don't know where this is coming from, this aspect, it was like they shut the person up. It was like metaphorically like ripping the tongue out, right? Is what I'm getting, is like someone was trying to lash out or like spoke bad or spoke ill. And this is saying the tongue was ripped out, or it was forced closed, like the throat chakra, because there was too much shit that was being spoken. And it was like, no, you're not about to hurt. We're not going to bring you into this life. And so they literally repelled this, is what I'm hearing. Like it was a very protective energy, a very feminine, loving, motherly protection. Now, with this tongue being ripped out, metaphorically, what is this tongue being ripped out metaphorically? Guide. This needed to be, it was just deaded, you know, it was going to bring you more harm than good, and it should have been happening a long time ago. So I really want to see, like, the person literally shot themselves in the foot, and that's why it is. So it's like, if you don't understand why this was not meant to happen, it's because of the fact that the transition that you are on, this ascension process, is meant to actually help you grow. It's meant to teach you the valuable lessons, because you are meant for something so much greater. It will actually be more of a burden to you that you will just keep constantly working to remove itself. So I'm really seeing like Sisyphus, like going up and down, you know, moving up and down every single day in the afterlife, you know, with this boulder, right? And it's like, honestly, you will honestly constantly always be chasing something. In reality, instead of letting it come to you and planning for the future and, you know, not seeing the bigger picture, like you just went off and on. So I just want to clarify that. She is unrestrained, unlimited, wild, and unconditional love. The heart knows how to attract grace and manifest a resolution where the mind only sees difficulty. A spiritual awakening of tremendous value is opening for you. The inner of the reorients itself, and the increasing inner light establishes structures built on lesser foundations will have to give away. She demands courage and embrace the experience. She will call your imitation and your growth, and use your intuition as your invitation to embrace your path, rise and greet your destiny. So yeah, like I said, it was like giving thanks in a sense that everything is coming in order for you to understand what is going on in your life. So this is, transformation is under there. I mean, like this blood moon though, was like an offering of basically welcoming something to get a desired outcome. So with this being said, it is very symbolic, where they would have to shut someone up or basically dead a situation, because it wouldn't pay off. There was no pay grade, there was no pay dirt. in that one. Like, you were just gonna keep striking fool's gold the entire time. Her timing is fierce with compassion and wisdom. To love her is to honor her greater knowing. The demands of the surrender of our futile attempts to control whichever is beyond our fear of understanding, and the pain that transforms into the sweet pleasure of release. Even when the right thing cannot be attained through fruition at the wrong time. Trust her and you will be shown again that her divinely orchestrated workings of time will serve you faithfully with loving to grace. So yeah, you were being protected by something. And so then we have fear can undermine your confidence and erode your trust and steal away your joy in taking in the living. The benign yet mighty Kali manifests to conquer fear and realign your mind and your path towards peace and light, to make a sincere offering from your heart to her now. You receive her generous blessings and assistance. Open your heart to trust and what she will be blessed with beautiful wants to manifest in your life. So things were taken from you so you couldn't see the bigger picture, right? But yet you were told to realign yourself with your path into your purpose because you were being guided and divinely orchestrated to receive so much better. So it's like, ask yourself, would you rather have someone that was completely wrong for you in a situation, or would you honestly rather have something that's going to be of your greater good, that is actually going to make you cherish because of the fact that you were divinely protected? You are a child. So manifest yourself, right, for your inner child. I'm really saying, like, you are a gift. You are a gift from the universe in this lifetime, and you are a child, and you are needing to be honored and to welcome and to be nurtured. And you need to nurture yourself right now is what I'm being told, and like my heart right now. So I'm like keeping your eye on the intention, because it's like, just know anything that's in your path that stands against you will be removed from it. This is not at the face of adversity. This is saying, like, you know, this always makes me think of like Diana and Artemis and stuff, the great hunters, right? So it's like, you get on their bad side. This is not the enemy you want, right? So this is saying, like, trust and believe your ancestors and your guides have your protection at heart and peace of mind, and they will not allow something to constantly keep coming back into your life because of the fact that they know that you deserve better, right? So we have this, right? And this is such a beautiful card. This is saying to me right now that instead of looking behind you, you need to look to the future, because it's like, sweet love does not happen in the past. It is something that we resonate with at an all-time high. We resonate, and this is saying we have seals that we have to unlock. And I want to tell you, you're starting to understand like the gifts that you have. I really feel like with this one, some of you need to be more open to receiving pleasure and to open yourself up to stability and grounding. I really feel like for some of you that are going through these phases, a lot of it has to do with the wounds that you accumulate through this. Now, we have Dharma. So either you can be doing good, manifesting all this greatness, right? Or you're going to get the receiving end of transformation, and it's going to be a brutal bitch. So either way, it's like, make the most of your situation instead of repeating the cycles. But it's time for you to start breaking. So it's like, what's better, enjoying the rewards, or reaping the consequences of cycles that, unless that you just don't know. It's like, you can enjoy the sweet life, or you can enjoy the hard. Okay. So some of you are, I'm saying someone is manifesting someone to come into their life, like the manly man. And this is saying, stand in your power, because you don't need a manly man to have everything, right? For some of you in this instance, like, speak your truth and know that your truth and your justice is more than everything. And so some of you need to protect yourselves. I'm really getting in that card for some of you that are feeling like you're not in your power and your element. Some of you need to maybe look into self-defense classes, courses, or just something that's going to make you feel good about yourself. Maybe exercise, take up a hobby. I really feel like that in that instance to come out is like, instead of focusing on others, you need to focus on yourself, right? We have standards and boundaries. It's like, if you have high standards and expectations, then yeah, it's cool. But if those standards and expectations are making you go through and feel like it's lip service, like it's like you say you want them, but it's like a game, because it's like you want to see if people can actually live up to your standard, or it's like you're gonna falter. So for this lip service, I really do feel like some of you are just, you're taking hearsay. It sounds good. But I'm also hearing someone is like, they're messing with someone and they have like really nice lips. You see where I'm going with that is like they're attracted centrally to the lips, right? So the trials and lessons in life are actually going to make you, so it's like pack your bags because you're going on places, right? So you have a perfect match coming through. So I'm hearing you met your match, or you're about to meet your match. For some of you, either winter is a time for you to have met your person. When everything is cold and, you know, heartless, some of you are just going to warm back up. For some of you, it's going to happen in the summertime. And a lot of it is like, some of you are doing the work in the winter, so you have everything that you can do on the mend. So your heart is on the mend. So it's like, are you going to take the risk while you're mending your heart in the winter, or are you just going to take the risk in the summer? You know what I mean? It's like, some of you are taking the gamble to be like, do I really need to put myself out there? Like, you'll know. It's like, pay attention to the signs. So it's like up in smoke. So it's like, it's he said, she said, you know? Or it's like here. So some of you are trying to manifest someone, because we have, you know, return and apologies. So some of you really want that, or some of you just want a secret lover, you know. And some of you have a higher purpose, right? And that's a promise. You need to make a promise to yourself. It says tune into the soul and feel like the inspiration. So some of you with this secret lover card and like wanting an apology, right? Some of you have like plenty fish in the sea and you're not even going fishing. So very soon you will start seeing secret lovers come through, or apologies that are coming through. I also want to tell you, someone who has a secret lover is like, shit is coming to the light. I want to tell you that. So we have love and innocence. It's like, enjoy yourself and allow yourself to be, because like with this love and lace, this innocence, like some of you can be naive, and some of you just, you're not willing to give it because you're caged. So heart on lockdown. I'm really kind of feeling like someone has your heart, this secret lover of yours that you're really trying to like bring back into your life, or trying to manifest. Yeah, we have exotic, and then we have possessiveness. So some of you are just like obsessed sexually. You're bombarded. We have a past love. So with this reconciliation and this past love, what is this for some people? What is this past love? This person has your heart, like, and you've never gotten over them. Like, and then again, we have secret lover, and then we have heart on the mend. So some of you, but it was like a one-sided thing. Like, they wanted to keep you in secret and you wanted to show off. And there was love potential there, but it was hot and cold, and it was very turbulent. And it maybe be long distance for some of you, where just things never worked out because of how distant you were from each other. But, you know, you were like really swept off your feet. And, you know, you're hoping for this person to return, because it's like you feel like this is the one for you. This is like your partner, right? And okay, for some, I'm just going to reshuffle. For those who have not met this person, for them, so again, we have possessiveness. So even from the spiritual sense, oh, we have winter, right? We have rendezvous, and then we have hitched. So even in the spiritual side, like, you're doing some things, you'll be swept off your feet, and this is a blessing in disguise. Like, everything you will go through, and it's like you're realizing that you're learning to love again, that you're really learning that everything that happened in your life is to give you something that is more in term with yourself, right? But there was always interference because of the fact that eye of the beholder. You know, maybe you have your eye on someone, or someone has their eye on you, and you just feel like, But the fact that this interference is not third party, this is like spirit is saying like you were guided and protected, your heart is good, like this person is your perfect match. And you will find that, you know, it's like they can be your everything is what I get. It's like a sweet tooth for them, you know, but this cake kind of just reminds me of like the sweet things in life. It's just remind yourself to set healthy standards, because we have the masculine. So it's like, don't let the masculine run the relationship, but don't let the female, it's like, keep it equal and keep it balanced. So it's like, don't put any unrealistic standards on this person, because you will find things will slowly start to wither and die in that one. So it's like, your standards can cause harm. So it's like, keep them healthy, right? And don't be about offering one thing, party in the front, you know, business in the front, party in the back. You know what I mean? Type standard. So we have distance, and this distance makes the heart grow fonder because of that. We have a potential love. So it's like, just watch. Very soon is like, keep an open mind, because like I said, there is interference here. So like, don't allow jealousy and everything to get in terms of your, you know, your rose colored, because this is your true love. So I'm hearing that someone may be actually trying to interfere with you. So thank you so much for watching. Love you guys. Happy Year of the Lover. I hope you guys find any of this space-time continuum, if this resonates with you. Like, I would love to hear from you and go from there, because we have a lot of things. And I also want to tell you, don't get caught up in the notion of everyone has to be your soulmate, everyone has to be your twin flame. Like, I just really feel like a lot of us, our potential energy, like wherever our energy meets and co-mixes, you're able to mirror. And so I really feel like soul connections are soul connections for a reason. It's how your energy resonates and, you know, balances or contracts with someone to tell you things. And a lot of us have emotions at love at first sight, because we have all this surge of emotion. And I want to tell you, you need to keep your heart balanced, and you need to keep your root clean. And so thank you so much for watching. Love you guys. Peace, love, and happiness. Happy Year of the Lover. I hope you guys find exactly what you're hoping and manifesting for. Oh, I hope it attracts everything and so much more to you. Love you guys.